All right, it's the first of the year, and it looks like we're finally going to start to get some cold weather. So I'm going to finish getting my truck ready for winter. I have got a 2022 Ram EcoDiesel, and as a diesel, they can be a little bit more temperamental starting in the extreme cold. Mine, the window sticker, did have the option for the winter package. So I do have the front mask cover and also the block heater. So we're going to throw that front mask cover on now, and I'll show you what I do for the block heater. So I've got the grill cover laid out back here. I just took it out, laid it out, made sure, give it an inspection, make sure everything's intact. These are the little, I don't know, I call them pillows that go in between the grill and the body, and they're on both sides. Make sure those are intact. Then there's these straps, and there's kind of a plastic lip right here, and this will kind of flip up under and hold into the body. And that's on both sides of the top up there. This has a cutout here. You're supposed to cut this out with an X-Acto knife or something if you have the surround view cameras on the truck. Mine does not. I just have the backup camera, so I left that intact. And you can see there's a note telling you that you should not use this if the highs are going to get above 30 degrees. I think we're at the point now where I'll be okay on that. That's why I've been holding off putting this on the truck. I'll try to get close-up views for everything here, but basically that's the general idea. And got these kind of pillows here, and they just use friction to slide in. Which seems kind of crazy to me, but they just push in between the headlights and the grill. And then up here you have this hard plastic, and so that is supposed to slide in here and up under. It'll kind of click in place. I'll do that on this too. You can hear it pop it into place there. And then I just push these a little bit further to make sure that we're push this tag under. Again, just push these pillows in. Maybe I gotta slide down a little bit here. Okay, that's the main part of it done already. Now I've just got these two side straps, and they're not really clear on where these are supposed to go, so I put them up in here, and I come back all the way around. There's sort of a rubber, like a rubber gasket with a hole in it. And I just lightly put the hook in there. I just got to pull it just a little bit more. Okay, that one's done. I'll bring the camera over to show you the other one. Again, it's kind of hard to see where this is even supposed to go, but I put it in through there. And then there is a rubber, see if I get the camera to focus. There's very little pressure on it, and it did all last season without a problem. The winter front is on. These openings here, you can actually close these. There is a flap in here, and you just got to kind of stick your hand in here. You can pull this out, and then you can close those. So if it's extremely cold, you can close those. Right now, we're going to be in the 20s and stuff, so I'll leave these open. That'll give us some ventilation into the engine bay. But overall, it sits pretty nicely. Pretty simple to install. Now I want to show you what I got planned for the block heater. All right, now the block heater on here, I think they have the cord in a strange location. When I first got the truck, I was kind of baffled by it because any other vehicle I had, the cord for the block heater was somewhere down here, over there. I had a 3/4 ton Ram that had it. I don't remember. It was by one of the tow hooks. This doesn't have tow hooks, but regardless, the cord was very easily accessible. On here, well, here's a look under the hood. I do have an aftermarket air intake on here that doesn't affect the location of the block heater, but this is where they hide the block heater plug. And yeah, it's got a little cover on it, so you can uncover it. And they have it zip tied up here. Maybe there's an extra 1 foot or so I could pull out of here, but it's not enough to get it to the front of the truck. So I've got an idea, and I don't know if it's going to work yet, but we're going to find out. I bought an extension cord specifically for this application. And there's one other thing I did also. I put an outlet on the side of the garage and at a height, which is probably about 5 feet off the ground. And my idea behind that was that I could have put it down here, but if I'm going to be messing around plugging the truck in at night, I would like it to be where I don't have to be crawling on my hands and knees when it's 10 degrees below zero, which last year I had to do a few times. So I'd run an extension cord, plug it into my truck, and then it would be plugged in, and it was laying in the ground, nowhere to hang the cord. So what I'm going to do this year is I got this 10-foot extension cord, and I am just going to coil it up and leave it in the truck, and then when I need to plug it in, I just open the hood, and I can jut over to this outlet, plug it in, and that solves a few things for me. I'll always know where the cord is, and also, if we do have to snowblow or something like that, I don't have to worry about there being a cord laying in the ground because I'd be able to see if it's plugged into here or into the truck. So now I'm going to test another theory here in a minute, but I got to set the camera down for that. I had thought that I could plug in this extension cord to the block heater. You know, maybe I can take this off. That's what I'm going to do actually. I'm going to take off this protective cover, set it aside for the moment, plug this in, and then I'm going to see if I can store this cord under the hood. Looks like it's close to working. All right, pretty close. Yeah, I don't like how that's working out. That's not working out. Maybe if I put it back a little further here. This is one area that I think they could have done better at. We should have a longer cord on the block heater from the factory, or it in a better accessible location, because this is kind of leaves a little to be desired. But I got this to fit in there now, and then I think, this was my other thought, was to put this on the extension cord in hopes that this will still function as a protector. There we go. Okay, so that works. So now I can tuck this here as long as the hood strut will clear. Now I can leave my cord in here all the time, and at the end of the trip, because I would plug my truck in right when I'm done, or right when I get home at night, I'll plug it in. That way it's just maintaining instead of having to try and heat up the cold block. So now I'll be able to open the hood and have a warm extension cord that's flexible and easy to use. Granted, it might be a challenge to put it away in the morning, but that looks like it'll work. And it's not going to get caught with any fan, belt, anything else. So let's, we'll test close the hood. Make sure everything's, oh yeah. So basically at the end of the day, come home from work, open the hood, grab the cord, pull it out. Then this is an in-use box, so I can open this box and I can plug this in and I can push this down, pull a little bit more cord out of the truck. There we have it. So if I'm using the block heater, I would come up to it now and close the hood. You can route the cord maybe around that bumper and then close it as much as you can. I probably could latch it and it wouldn't be too tight. That's latched all the way and I can still move the cord, but it's pushing up on the hood a little bit and I don't really like that, so I'll open the hood one latch. Now the important thing to remember though, with your hood open, the remote start won't work. So that's why I was saying again, like it'd be nice if the block heater cord from the factory was routed a little bit different. And I've thought about moving it, putting it somewhere where it's more easily accessible with the hood closed. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. I'm going to try another route with the cord just to see if it pinches in a different spot. So I'm going to unplug this. And I'll try to come through here. Plug it in. Maybe I'll put it on the wiper for now. Yeah, it starts to pinch there too, so that's not a good option. Again, pinches. Oh, right there, it's not pinching yet. Oh, so if I close it right here, the cord's not getting pinched in the hood and everything works. So now that would be nice because I'm plugged into the wall, the block's getting warmed up, and then when I want to remote start it, I can still remote start it from in the house. So that would be kind of nice to have it that way. It's a little bit more messing around to get to that point, but you just got to make sure you're not going to close the hood close the cord on the hinge or anything like that. So I'll pop it open again. Give you guys a closer look at the routing here now. See what it looks like. Oh, of course it fell out right away. But basically what I did, I put the cord in where the strut goes, and then I just held it kind of like right here as I closed the hood from the side. And that kept it from getting pinched in there. So that could work. And then I want to show you this outlet again too, because this is, like I said, it's an in-use outlet. I open it. But it also has a nightlight on it. You can see it lighting up now. So it's kind of cool because at night, the whole inside of this box is lit up so you can see what you're doing. And it is a GFI, so if something does go wrong, it will trip. Right now the outlet won't work. So, and it's kind of cool too, you can tell the outlet is off because the nightlight's not working. But if I reset it, yep, light works again. And here's what it looks like when I've got the extension cord put away in here. You can see it's not going to be touching anything inappropriate. These are AC lines, so they just get cold. And then, well, a little bit warm too, but nothing's going to burn or melt this cable. And up here, I have the end of it kind of stuck down there, so it can't like bounce around and come up. It'll still be fine with these, with the hood strut. And yeah, seems to be a good solution so far. We'll see how this winter treats it. There's another task marked off my list, just in time too. Today it's about 20 degrees. It's been unseasonably warm and wet, raining. We haven't gotten snow. It's bizarre. So January 1st, now we're looking into the next couple of weeks. I'm seeing the forecast shows the temperature is supposed to be 20, getting all the way down to 5 degrees. So it'd be perfect time to have the mask on and to use the block heater. Like I said before, I think I'm going to try to put a plug in a different location so it's a little bit easier to access. But for now, this is going to be a big step up for me from last year, where I was dragging an extension cord through the ground, through the snow, ice, whatever, trying to find it. Yeah, I won't have to deal with any of that this year, hopefully. So thanks again for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe for more.